Hello guys, good day to all. This is Mike Padua and we're back to our special coverage on tropical storm Basyang with international name Penha. Okay, and this is for today, Thursday, February 5, 2026 English version, brought to you by Typhoon 2000 and Naga College Foundation. Kung gusto niyo yung Tagalog version, just click on the link here. And if you're watching by Facebook, just browse our postings for the latest on the Tagalog version, which is simultaneously released during the release of this English version. And we are also going to thank our partners about this power and the local government of Naga City, headed by our Honorable Mayor Lenny Robredo and our Honorable Vice Mayor Gabi Bordado. Let's begin now. We have a possible landfalling tropical cyclone in just 8 hours and it's likely to pass or move overland in the vicinity of Caraga early or late tonight. It depends on the forward speed. It's currently moving at 20 or 21 kilometers per hour westward, and the thick rain bands of this system is now moving across northern and northeastern Mindanao, so being some heavy downpour in areas like Butuan, Agusan del Norte, Agusan del Sur, Surigao del Sur, parts of Davao Oriental. And there are also rainfall being recorded at the observation page of Pag-asa, known as panahon.gov.ph, where we see the different AWS. Some of them are from Weather Philippines, formerly Weather Philippines. So we can see the amount of rainfall every hour. So there is some rainfall amounts of 25 millimeters intense over Zamboanga del Norte. So the Polog, the Bitan will also be affected with this possible heavy rainfall brought about by this tropical storm, which is now packing winds of 75 kph near the center. And after that, it will rapidly weaken as it traverses the large landmass of Mindanao. Here's the satellite loop fast animation from tropicaltidbits.com, and as you can see here closely, this is the let's see, here's the low level circulation. As of this time, the system is still under the influence of moderate wind shear environment, so most of its rain bands, like I said before, are located to the north and the west of this system. Okay, so the low level center is somewhere here, and it's likely that possible landfall is expected over Caraga in this part of Mindanao. There are some models is tracking the system here towards the Zamboanga Peninsula, while others are moving it towards this direction. So either way, it will bring lots of rainfall within today and tomorrow. So please take all necessary precautions. Those living in low-lying areas, landslide prone areas where flash floods and increasing river waters will be expected due to this system. So areas like Cagayan De Oro, Butuan, Iligan, and also the Bitan, Dipolog. Please take all necessary precautions for possible heavy rains. And also here over Bukidnon and the northern portions of Davao region, there might be some heavy rainfall of 50 to 100 millimeters, like those affected over the northern part of Mindanao. And also more than 100 millimeters can be expected as well over these areas of Caraga and across Visayas within the next 24 to 48 hours. Now here's the zoom in fast animation 24-hour loop from windy.com. And it's still struggling to develop, but it manages to organize into a tropical storm. And as you can see clearly here, the system is starting to move closer for possible landfall maybe earlier tonight or late tonight. It depends on the forward speed, but right now it's accelerating rapidly towards the west, and you can see some lightning strikes here over that cloud, so a sign that this part of the convection are heavy to intense or extreme rainfall. Okay, so please take all necessary precautions. I hope all of you are on the evacuation center, those who are living on the hazard prone areas of northern and northeastern Mindanao, including Zamboanga Peninsula and areas like Cagayan de Oro, and also Cebu, Bohol, Eastern Visayas, Negros, and Panay, or Western Visayas. Please take all necessary precautions for possible heavy rainfall of 50 to 100 millimeters as well. And there are some areas or patches of up to 100 millimeters or more. So that's the scenario of that system. And if we take a look at the latest oceanic heat content or the tropical cyclone heat potential, it's currently still over warm oceanic heat content. So there might be a possibility that the system can still intensify, but the way it looks right now, it's currently disorganized, and it's not warm enough to intensify this system because of the moderate upper level winds or wind shear. Here's the microwave imagery taken around 9 a.m. this morning, and clearly the system is currently here around 8.1 or 8.2. This is around 9 a.m. right now. The system is already here as it moves towards the west. Okay, and then here's another zoom view, visible image of Basyang based on the PS site. You can clearly see here, this is forming cumulonimbus intense thunderstorms. And if you look at the infrared satellite loop, wherein the purple color is the most intense part of that convection of Basyang. Okay, let me load this loop so that you can see where it is going. So areas like Surigao provinces will bear the brunt of this heavy rainfall to intense rainfall or extreme rainfall late this afternoon throughout the evening, and also it will affect the areas of Agusan del Norte and Misamis Oriental. Okay, so please prepare. And here's the multi-diagnostic comparison, multi-model. And right now, the system, if we look at the wind shear, this is now February 5, this is 8 a.m. So it's moving into an increasing upper level winds or wind shear that may weaken the system, but it will weaken, the wind shear will drop down on February 7, but due to land interaction, the storm maybe will start to weaken or dissipate. That's why the wind forecast here is remaining around 35 knots or 40 knots or 65 or 75 kph, and then it will weaken on February 7 and 8 into a tropical depression. And later, as the northeast monsoon, the blast of northeast monsoon arrives, it will further dissipate into a remnant low. So this is our last track, which we issued at 5 a.m. This is based on the tracking of the computer models. So this is our track. The most important thing here is the cone of uncertainty. So most likely it will pass over Bislig early or late tonight, and then it will move over Bukidnon, the northern part of Bukidnon, or mismo or over Bukidnon itself around 2 a.m. Friday, and then 8 a.m. it will move or emerge over Cagayan de Oro. But take note, the center has lack of convection, so most likely when it passes over Cagayan de Oro, the rainfall is no longer heavy, and most of the rainfall will be located over the area of Visayas. So 2 p.m. it will emerge over the coastal waters of Zamboanga del Norte, very close to Dapitan and Dipolog City. And then it will move over the coastal waters of Negros Occidental on over to the area of Sulu Archipelago on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so that's the forecast. So please take all necessary precautions. Here's the track of Pagasa, a similar track, same cone of uncertainty. JTWC as well. You can see here weakening into a minimal tropical storm. Then once it reaches the Sulu Archipelago, together with the blast of the northeast monsoon and unfavorable atmospheric conditions, this system will start to dissipate. Okay. Japan, same, dissipating the system over the area of Kuyu Island in the Sulu Archipelago on Sunday afternoon. Okay. And here's the multi-models. I mean, the multi-agency tracks, not the models. These are all the Asian agencies tracking the storm with their official warnings. And it looks like all of them are agreeing that it will pass over Caraga, out over Cagayan de Oro. But after 24 hours, most of the tracks are either towards Dumaguete or southern Negros or over the coastal areas or coastal waters of Zamboanga del Norte. And they will again join together over the Sulu Archipelago Kuyu area. Then, around 72 hours from now, it will be over the northern Palawan area, dissipating into a depression and eventually into a remnant low. And it will move towards the southwest because of the strong surge of the northeast monsoon. So this is a rain-bearing system. So it is expected to bring a month's supply of rainfall in just 24 hours. So this is the ensemble of the ECMWF. The latest one is more to the south, passing over the areas similar to our track. And the American model is same, although much lower than the European model. So this is more into Bukidnon and into Zamboanga Sibugay area. So we shall see in the next 24 hours. Google DeepMind, this is the 2 a.m., not yet the latest. It shows here that the system is similar to the tracks of all Asian agencies. And the possibility of its track moving more to the south, it will be shown later once it was once the latest track will be released by Google DeepMind. So this is the ECMWF. Okay, it's identical. What else? So this is the rain. We have here intense rainfall overnight over northern and parts of central Mindanao based on the new ECMWF run, and it will also affect Zamboanga del Norte, cities like Dipolog and Dapitan by tomorrow, Friday, and moderate to heavy rains will still affect central and western Visayas, including Negros Island region, tomorrow, Friday. And by Saturday, it will be over the northern Palawan, Camiguin, Calamian, Group of Islands, not Camiguin. So that's the area on Saturday as a possible TD or remnant low. So that's the 3-hourly rainfall. And if we check on the 24-hour rainfall accumulation today, let me put it at around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. today until 4 p.m. tomorrow, it looks like northern and central Mindanao will also experience some heavy to intense rainfall all the way up to Zamboanga Peninsula. And then by tomorrow, Friday, it will continue to affect Zamboanga Peninsula all throughout the Visayan region as well. Heavy to at times intense rainfall. So please take all necessary precautions. And on Saturday, it will be over the Calamian group of islands of Northern Palawan and Northern Palawan itself. And on Sunday, it will weaken into a low pressure system over the West Philippine Sea, west of Calamian group of islands. We have some changes here on the shear line. It looks like it's going to be a weak one over the Bicol region, but there are still some patches of rainfall over the eastern sections of Bicol on Monday, February 9. And then on Tuesday, February 10, there's a possibility of the shear line affecting the areas of Eastern Visayas, but the forecast is still around 5 days from now. And for the rainfall observation, so you can observe here, there are some areas here in northern Caraga and northern Mindanao where rainfall of heavy intensity is currently being monitored right now. Here in Butuan, Agusan del Norte, one here in Surigao. These are heavy intensity hourly rainfall. Also here over Cagayan de Oro area. Zamboanga del Norte as well. Look at this, 18.5 millimeters. So that's 1 hour of rain of 18.5 is equal to heavy intensity. And so far, the rest are experiencing some light rains, light to moderate. But tonight, there might be more rainfall, so prepare and take all necessary precautions. For the wave forecast, again, 3 to 5 meters of wave heights will continue through the weekend, with decreasing to 3 meters to 2 meters as the system makes landfall over Mindanao and emerges over the Sulu archipelago, but the wave heights will return to just 1 to 2 meters. But you can see up to the north, we have a red blood colored wave heights. That's 3 to 5 meters moving downwards, spreading across all parts of the Philippine Sea, either west or east, either west or east. So that's the effect of the surge of the northeast monsoon until Wednesday. So it's gonna be a choppy and big waves across the Philippine Sea for the next 5 to 7 days. And before we leave you, here's the latest 5 p.m. wind signals of Pag-asa on Tropical Storm Basyang, Penha. So as of now, wind signal number 2 remains in effect over Caraga and Northern Mindanao. And you can see here all the provinces as well as Southern Bohol, Southern Cebu, Southern Negros Oriental, Southern Negros Occidental, while the rest of Visayas and Southern Samar, except for Northern and Eastern and Samar, they don't have signal, okay? But the southern part of Samar, Eastern Samar, later, the rest of Visayas, Southern Mindoro, Calamian, Northern Palawan, Northern Tip, or northernmost portions of Palawan, Cuyo, is under signal number 1. Zamboanga Sibugay, Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, Lanao, what else? And other parts of Davao Region, Maguindanao del Norte, Lanao del Sur, Bukidnon, and Cotabato will be under wind signal number 1. Okay, so far that's the latest for the special coverage on Tropical Storm Basyang. And please take all necessary precautions. Those people living in Mindanao and Visayas, let's all pray that the system will accelerate and weaken rapidly so that the amounts of rainfall will not exceed threatening levels. Okay, this is Mike Padua Mr. Typhoon saying see you again tomorrow for another special coverage on Tropical Storm Basyang. Thank you so much for watching. God bless to all.